You're not going to believe this. Just when you thought that was the whole trailer, I just realized that the Japanese trailer has even more different elements. Let's get into it. Since Shining Force 3, there's been no good Shining Force games. This is definitely going to be the game to change it. I'm sure about it. Let's take a look. Don't worry if you didn't see anything. Don't worry if you have no idea what's going on, because I'm going to help. And the first big point I want to talk about is this. We have a similar level to before. However, the level of Sarah has boosted up to 80. That's crazy. And we can see that she has one passive, 2 other moves, and an ultimate. So we can understand her ultimate, which connects perhaps to that anime image that we've seen before. But her passive, whatever that could be, plus her other 2 moves. So one could be some kind of detox or debuff, but the middle one I'm a bit confused with. I don't know, is it a cure? Or actually, sorry, I think the middle one is probably the debuff, but maybe the one on the top right could be with that fairy, could be a heal. But the passive, I really wonder what that can do. So I think the passives really are going to add some new dimension to this game. Very exciting indeed. And if we look at the color of her, of a healing symbol, again, I would say it's kind of yellow, whereas Dark Soul has orange. And Max has this kind of yellowy thing, but it's quite different. So either way, I have a feeling, and also Max, right? He has a double bar, 2 bars. No idea what that means. And also for Sarah, her ultimate's already procced. She has 3 things that have shined up. So it seems with healers, they might have it might be quicker for them, because we had, or something like that. I think May also had only needed 3 of those lights to come up to get her ultimate. So again, this is excellent. This is very, very interesting. Let's keep going. Now here we have Bowie at level 80, and actually, now I'm thinking about it, when I said about the yellow spark thing before, just a second ago, actually look, it looks like that's the passive, because look at that, look at number 2 and that red drop on Bowie. I can see now, you can see that must be something to do with the passive, and that's why the dragon has turned red. Perhaps, maybe the passive is if the dragon hits you, maybe he'll get, I don't know, maybe something will happen to him. Or maybe the dragon did something that's happened to him and it will last for 2 turns. Got no idea, but very interesting. I think either these passives or the magic, yeah, this is gonna, it's really livening things up. I'm liking it. Let's keep it going. Okay, so no difference here. Purple girl runs down. Michaela or whatever's there. Circus is there. It's going quick as well. Okay, so I'm just going to stop it because it's going. I went way too fast. And before I continue, Slade is passive and his moves all the same as before. The green monsters look very interesting as well, and I think this is the same place as we've looked at before, like the beginning, what you expect to see at the beginning of the game. I just want to go back a bit. Now look at the statue in the top left. I mean, what is that supposed to mean? Why is there an exclamation mark on that statue? And do you remember before there was that little bit of light on that statue below it and another light somewhere else? Now, what does that mean? Does that mean if you hit the statue, there's something you might get something, like you might get a herb, you might get some item perhaps? Well, anyway, I like it. Or is it a trap? I don't know. Oh, and look, I went back and I found the one who is not May, this girl, yeah, her ultimate I think is different to May's as well. So, because I was thinking, right, what would happen, is it possible this could be May, but the promoted version? You know, when they get promoted, like, is it possible? So I'm thinking if I look back, maybe Sarah is different. Maybe she's in a promoted version. Like, maybe this May at level 1 is different to a May post level 20, you know? So again, there's something to go back and look at. So let's keep going. Oh, nothing. Just waiting to pause it. Level 80 again, level 80, but no real change. I have a feeling this could be it. I mean, yeah, I think that's it. So those were the differences, but I think I had to mention them. And I think now that I've gone through it again, let me make another point that I haven't made before. I want to talk about this. If we're going to get the Balboroi, the bird on the top left, then it's definite. I think he had a wife or a girlfriend or something. Probably a wife. I think it's definite that Ammon, I think it's Ammon, the other bird, the grey one, will definitely come. So, and will not be far behind. So I think that's something very important to note. What else can I see? What else do I want to say? Again, the Shining Force CD heroes, we should be expecting them, and maybe the one with the green headband. Yeah, maybe it's promotion, but I don't think so. I don't want to go into further to that. And there was something else. I remember there was a person called Loey, and maybe if Loey was on a horse, maybe that would fit the problem. No, his name was Hans, I think. Something like that. Anyway, I think that could fix the train problem, but the problem was the guy was standing on 2 legs with a bow. He didn't have a horse. So there's still quite a bit to look into. And with regard to the circus, the Michaela I said was in the circus, the younger version, well, actually, I think they're called Michaela dolls, so dolls of her. So that's everything, and I want to thank Sega for allowing the IP to actually be given to someone who actually seems to care about the game. Thank you, Club Wisdom 8.